Hello everybody and welcome back to Bendy and the Ink Machine. In today's video we are going to be going through the extra bonus content that I achieved during yesterday's gameplay of Chapter 5. So if you didn't watch that video, basically after we completed the main game, chapters 1 through 5, we actually got some bonus content, which was the archives chapter, and we also got a new tool that we can use in all previous chapters of the game. So why don't we go ahead and pop into archives and see what's new. So here we have all the chapters, pictures, all these, and we played through all these archives. Okay, so this is where we want to be. Alright, let's go into it. Archives. Oh, okay. Oh, Bendy the Ink Machine trademark. Okay. Can I move? Oh yeah. Wow. This looks crazy. Danger, keep out. Okay, well, let's read what this is about. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Ink Machine began when the developer/cartoonist known as the Meatly experimented with bringing a sketched 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with a programmer/friend, Mike. I'm gonna butcher that last name, so I'm not gonna say it. And released on February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie gamers almost overnight. The Meatly and Mike, decided to drop all of their projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were refined from their early thrown-together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes at that process. Okay, so we're going to see the refined and thrown-together process. And over here, I can already see the early versions of Bendy. So, there's one over here. Henry Stein. Once an equal business partner of Joey Drew, Henry Stein was a talented animator and character designer until leaving the company around 1930. His place in Joey Drew Studios' history is somewhat undocumented, but he is often rumored to be the true creator behind many of the series' most memorable characters. And there's not a character model here. Okay. Before we go check out all of this, Ink Machine. Original Ink Machine. Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the Ink Machine was the one used in the game. Much of this machine's iconic fan-loved design was translated into the later version. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about in Chapter 1. It wasn't connected to chains, and it wasn't sitting on the floor connected to pipes. And it was obviously much, much smaller in the beta version. What the hell is that thing? That looks like Yarnaby from Pop Playtime, dude. Concept Bendy. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled. In the earliest concepts, Bendy was much smaller and cuter with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. Dang. Yeah, I can see why they opted with the other versions, that I would not get scared in the slightest looking at this thing. Dang. Yeah, so he looks exactly like the cartoon Bendy, just he doesn't have a mouth, and obviously the terrifying Yarnaby looking mouth. What's this? Alpha Bendy. This is the original game-used design of Ink Bendy from the earliest chapters of the game. Earliest version of Chapter 1. It is jokingly referred to as bird poop with a smile among the development team. I actually kind of prefer this Bendy. I obviously think the final version is much better, but this Bendy, I don't know, there's just something cool about him. Yeah. Okay. Good beta Bendy. This was Ink Bendy's form until the release of Chapter 4. At that time, the game received a major visual upgrade, and the title character got a new model as well. See, I also kind of prefer this one too, but obviously this one is much better. Yeah, these two both have just like that kind of thing that I don't know how to describe. They just look like really um mysterious almost, and it kind of brings like a I'm not gonna waste time trying to explain it. All right, Ink Bendy. This is the Bendy we know today that nearly killed us in Chapter 5. Ink Bendy. Ink Bendy as we know him today. Although similar to Beta Bendy, this upgraded version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count, and given new ink effects. Yeah, so this version from the beta one, he has like a more skeletal structure almost. He doesn't look all corrupted like this one. See this one? Okay, so the difference with this one is it looks like a human heavily deformed into this thing, like covered in ink, like that. This thing just kind of looks like an ink blob. I think that's why I kind of prefer this one, because it matches the really like disheveled, ink blobby version of Bendy than this one. But yeah, this one is still obviously much better. And then we look at this frickin' thing. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay. Beast Bendy. Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5 pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the demon within. Dang. So this really is, Bendy. So he, like, hides behind a cartoon mask, and then when he gets, like, really angry, I'm guessing he turns into this entire ghoulish thing. Alright, Beta Searcher. Early in development, with just a few weeks to create Chapter 2, the Beta Searchers were designed in record time before being fully retooled later on. They were first fighting enemies encountered in the game. Okay. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. I think this matches, like, more bird poop with a smile than that thing over here. Obviously, it doesn't have a smile. It just looks really bad. Almost kind of looks like, oh my god, that glow. But you see the little, like, indent going across his face? He almost looks like a really bad, like, plush. Okay, the Final Searcher. See, obviously, this one is much, much better. Okay, Final Searcher. The Final Searchers were far more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effects and a more human appearance. Yeah, much better. Much, 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 much better. Okay. Beta Sammy. With his first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifyingly entertaining character. When his slim build was deemed not threatening enough, he was redesigned and given a better skeletal rig for more advanced animation. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I don't know how those straps stayed on his shoulders. Like they literally look like they're falling off. They're not even like touching him. Dang. Can we look behind the mask? Oh yeah, there's nothing there though. Bless me. Okay. I want to see if I can turn off the what's it called? The glare, like the bloom. Okay, off. Is that good? Okay, okay, there's no more glare now. Okay. Okay, there still kind of is, but yeah. Doesn't have any feet either. Yeah, this Sammy was meant to be terrifying, but it just looks so like goofy at the same time. Alright, final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence's final form came complete with a bulked up stature and more powerful limbs. The mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. Okay. Yeah, so this guy's textures look far more better. The straps are actually on him now. And Nice. He has feet now. That's a step up. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. Who's this guy? Oh, these are the lost ones. Wait, does he follow me? Oh, he does follow me. Okay. That's nice. Here's Alice Angel. I'm surprised they don't have a information thing for her. I'd love to know how this character came to be. So look at that. One side of her face is good. And the other one completely like bad. Looks like bumpy. She had a bunch of warts there. And she has no eye, and then her mouth is just being open like that. Dang. She doesn't have any gloves. But everything else looks the same. Except that she doesn't have any gloves. Then this one. This Alice looks, let's see, almost the same. The pupils are different if it focuses. Like far more different. This one is booted up on all of the kind of gear. And she looks this one looks more accurate to the cartoon. This one obviously doesn't, but I think this one's the better Alice. There's the concept art up there. Very scary. I just want to notice the art style and just like details of the concept art look absolutely amazing. Here's Tom. Freaking loser. Well, he was a loser for like the first half of chapter 5, and then he became a goat, killing Sammy for us. So he looks almost exactly like Boris from chapter 3, except his face looks a little different. Like he's more angry, and his eyes are closer together, I think. Okay. Obviously, he has a mechanical arm. Are there any like injuries? I think his arm might have got like chopped off or something. And then he had to get like, you know what this could be? This could be the arm from the Bendy animatronic in chapter 4. Huh. It's kind of cool. It's a nice little detail. Yeah, Beta Boris. This is ugly, dude. So glad they changed this. Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris the Wolf. This early version was released with Chapter 1. It was quickly refined into the Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. Okay, so this guy was really called Papa. I prefer Boris much better. His eyes, jeez. That mouth, though, look at that. That looks really... His eyes are far apart. He doesn't have that, like, indent going in on his face, like the facial crest thing on Roblox. He doesn't have that thing. Dang. Doesn't have any clothes on. Dang, dude. Yeah, this is ugly. I don't know how this even passed development, but I guess it was. I guess the beta chapter 1 was only made in like under a week, so it makes sense. Here we now have the better Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf, A Friend to the End, was designed using various references from cartoons in the 1920s. A blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles, this silent and supportive wolf won over the hearts of many, although at times he was a headache for the development team due to his AI taking on a mind of its own during production. Yeah, look at that. What's he looking at? She's quite a gal. Well, maybe he still has trauma from Alice, as we can obviously see. Okay. Yeah, anything different? I swear his eyes are Okay, yeah, I think Tom's eyes are closer together. Yeah, they are. Now, obviously, he doesn't have a frowny thing on. They basically look the same. Wow. R.I.P. Boris. Okay, Brute Boris. Alice Angel's monstrosity, Brute Boris, was one of the biggest surprises of Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster, but with a more unfinished appearance. Alice took parts from within him and substituted things that his body is rapidly rejecting. Okay. So she gave him ink steroids, and now he's all buff. Dang. The crossed out eyes. She even put a watermark on him. The halo. Sad. Okay, let's see here. He's got feet. He's a lot less skinny. She like plumped him up. Um, there's a lot of like things holding his legs for like support, I believe. Yeah, see his bone is popped out. That's disgusting. He has a foot thing there. No. Okay, sorry. My electronic device named ELEXA awoke for whatever reason. Okay. So that's all that. His strap is gone. Or at least I think it's like broken. Yeah, it's broken. He's got his that's his heart, his rib cage poking out. Okay. Big hand. What are these straps for? Just to keep him in place? Guess so. Yeah, dang dude. R.I.P. Alright, so that's all of the things along these walls. Is there anything else at all? Anything over here? Oh, there's Bertram Piedmont. His head, at least, from the carousel. Oh, here's the Butcher Gang. The Butcher Gang. The Piper, Striker, and Fisher make up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the ink-corrupted versions of the characters were designed first and then were reverse-engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. So I'm guessing the Fisher is this guy. Yeah, because he has a little fish poking out. It looks like he has his head is on a fishing pole. I guess like this is the Striker because of his arm. And this must be the Piper. I don't know why he's named that. Maybe I'm not too cartoon intelligent. But yeah. This was archives for beating Bendy and the Ink Machine. Very, very interesting. Very, very nice details. I really like it. Yeah. This was the archives. Let's we got a new tool from chapter 5. If you didn't remember last video, we got this little magnifying glass tool that when using it, it allowed us to see secret messages. And at the end of chapter 5, it gave us this item in all previous chapters. So let's go see if we can find any hidden messages. Dear Henry. Okay, here's the message. I noticed at the bottom it said not all progress will be saved. Hopefully I can use the magnifying glass thing. That better be the case, because I'm not going to play this entire thing all again.
All right, Joey. I'm here.
Not with the projectionist and stuff like that.
See.
Okay. I believe it's this. Yep. Oh, okay. Dang. So there's a big long arrow. Tally marks. The prisoners, maybe. Yeah, I think the lore of this game is that we aren't the true Henry, and the original Henry left in 1930. Yeah, and then Joey, using the ink machine, created a version of us to torture us for eternity, and we are the ink Henry, I guess. So apparently this entire thing is just like a cycle made by Joey Drew. So, yeah, he's gone through this however many times. It looks like many, many, many times. I'm assuming that third tally mark is this one. Sorry, buddy. Over Boris the Wolf. That's sad. Could say, Boris, don't turn on the machine. Well, you already know we're gonna do that anyway, so.
Hey, here's my old desk. I wasted so much time in this chair.
He was born here. I'm assuming he means. I'm assuming he means Bendy. Because he was one of the
knocked out a wall or two after
creators
Guess it took
of
a few
the
people to replace me.
original Bendy. Come on, work, bro. You know you wanna. Come on, bro. Alright. Okay, it doesn't seem there's any messages in here. Wait, what does the toilet say? Can I get a little privacy? So I wasn't crazy. There really is just no door here. Then really just took a big fat dookie in the toilet and everybody would just see it. Okay, what does it say? Death in every direction. Not all dreams come true. Yeah. Like Henry's dream to get out of here, that's not coming true anytime soon. There's these little particles flowing around. I don't know if that's anything significant. Probably not.
This lift could use a few dry
Never
cells.
was a choice. I don't know what he's talking about. Exit. Alright. Let's load up the ink machine.
Let's see what you're hiding down there, old friend.
Any other messages? There's the ink machine. Signature ink machine. Oh my god, it's the thing from the title. Doesn't seem to be anything in here, so let's go ahead and investigate elsewhere. Now we know that this opens up. Let's go yep. Oh, don't be scared. Try not to be. What does that say?
Oh my god. Joey, what were you doing?
She's heartless. Yeah. So, I'm guessing Alice did this then? Based off how he was saying that? Where's the bone? So it was either Joey or Alice did this because of that message. He's a heartless person. Peekaboo. Oh yeah, that's where the Bendy cutout comes out. As I was saying, yeah, Joey Drew was really just like a heartless and jealous person. And he trapped Henry and Ink Henry in here to torture him. And then he also did that with everyone else. He turned them all into ink creatures and tortured them. Just because he was blinded by ambition. Alright. So now we got the gear. I'm not seeing that many messages as I was hoping. I mean, the mentions of like Henry doing the cycle over and over again. Those are good details, but there's not many very messages going on. Maybe he's locked in on listening to the songs. I'd probably do that actually. If I was stuck in a cycle where I had to run from these creatures all dang day, or like however long it took Henry to, complete this, I would be staying in chapter 1 and just like No, actually think of the potential of staying in here. I mean, you got bacon soup everywhere. Dang. Alright, that's done, that's done, that's done.
Now I just need to get the ink flowing somehow. Should be a switch around here somewhere. Then I can start up the main power.
Yep, and we know where that is. Peekaboo. Alright. Stinker. Alright. Yeah. Man, I never really, since the release of Bendy and the Dark Revival, it's been, it's enlightened me on how, you know, tragic and how, like, interesting the story of Bendy and the Ink Machine is. Probably gonna get flamed up for this, but I kinda like Bendy and the Ink Machine's story more than FNAF. To be fair though, FNAF is quite better than this game. Jump scared by Bendy. Anything else? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, but FNAF is better than Bendy and the Ink Machine. Not state my opinion, but I always fall. Dang. I'm falling into depression. Apparently there's gonna be a new, like, final version of this saga. Joey lied to us. Wait, I forgot to check. Was there anything over here?
This will definitely come in handy.
No, okay, I can just swap. Yeah. I forgot what I was originally saying, but yeah. I would expect there to be like writings like all over the walls in this chapter. But I guess they want to save that. Oh yeah, that's okay. As I'm recording this, it's like 11:54. My brain, I want to go to bed, but too lazy to be honest. So playing Bendy and the Ink Machine instead. All right, here we go. Oh darn. Cracking my knuckles. Here we go, chapter 2. Let's see if we can find anything else.
Oh, my head. What happened?
Dang. Got knocked out.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Press on. See if I can find a way out.
Norman Grant. Are these the tombs of her employees? Norman. Is that Norman Polk? Grant. I don't know who Grant is. I think this is Norman Polk, the projectionist. Say hello to Sammy. Ooh. We will be doing that. Alright, let's go. Shift. Shift, boy, run! Anything else?
How did this place get so big?
Bertram Lacey. I don't know who Lacey is, but Bertram Piedmont. This is his graves. Dang, dude. What does that say? Deceived. Deceived by Bendy. I think this tape, I'm too lazy to listen to it, but that tape was basically him saying, oh, you know, I gotta sacrifice to the demon, he'll set me free. And then in the final parts of this chapter, he dies from a savior.
Excuse me, can you help me? Hello?
Hello.
Where the hell did he go?
Dang, dude. Okay. That was interesting. God damn it. Okay.
Need to get power to this gate somehow. Should be a couple switches nearby. Then maybe I can open it.
Yeah. Yeah, switch right there, and then let's go get the other two. Dang, dude. But yeah, so, I don't want to reveal anything just yet, but, I actually got this, I got Bendy and the Ink Machine with a bundle, of another game. The entire thing was like $8, so it was a very, 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 good deal. So I'll definitely be posting more on that game as well. Right after I complete this. Alright, open sesame. Chop on. Anything?
It's really dark in here.
Ouch. Oh yeah, that's where we get hit. Whispers. Yeah, this is where we get hit by Sammy after I'm completing all the things.
Looks like the stairway is flooded. If I'm gonna get out of here, I'll need to find a way to drain it.
So naive. Oh yeah, and that's the tape where she's talking about how Joey offered her a job. But yeah, Bendy the Ink Machine's lore is just really good to me.
Rest your head.
Get knocked out.
There we go now, nice and tight. We wouldn't want our sheep roaming away now, would we?
I would gladly
No,
like to
we
roam
wouldn't.
away.
I must admit, I am honored you came all the way down here to visit me. It almost makes what I'm about to do seem cruel. But the believers must honor their savior. I must have him notice me. Wait, you look familiar to me. That face. Not now, for our Lord is calling to us, my little sheep. The time of sacrifice is at hand. And then I will finally be freed from this prison, this inky, dark abyss I call a body.
Yeah, and we know that does not happen for him. He gets mauled,
Quiet.
and then he
Listen. I can
loses
hear
all of his
him
sanity in chapter 4.
crawling above. Crawling. Let us begin. The ritual must be completed. Soon he will hear me. He will set us free.
Yeah, so worshiping Bendy really does nothing for him. Because he prays all this and devotes all of his, time into Bendy and makes all these sacrifices. And then in the end, Bendy just mauls him to death. And then in chapter 5, he bursts out of the thing and he's like, "You betrayed me!" Although we are Henry, we look nothing like him. So.
Arise from the darkness. Arise and claim my offering. Free
Yeah, you're offering yourself, buddy.
I summon you, ink demon. Show your face and take this tender sheep. No, my lord, stay back. I am your prophet. I am your
I shouldn't up my volume. My bad. Yeah, sorry if it was quiet before. Actually, I think that's too loud. Oh my gosh. Can't navigate this thing. No, not that. Oh my gosh. This thing. Okay, I believe that's a reasonable volume. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Here we go. Yeah, sorry for get jump scared by Bendy. Boo. Oh, I forgot to pull up the thing there. I should really just have this thing out at all times. It doesn't end here. I don't know how he can't, like, break down a wooden door. Just odd to me. Because apparently he's so strong he can rip the head off of the freaking projectionist. Then we beat Boris.
Hello?
Yeah, I was just trying to
Someone
say,
there?
um,
I know you're in here.
sorry for recording so late at night.
Come out and show
It
yourself.
probably sounds really bad right now, but yeah. I just wanted to get all the videos out early so
Boris?
I can play this really fun game that I have planned later down. Chapter 3. It goes faster now that we've played all the chapters. The duration from fading out and then fading back in is faster. It's almost like instantly. Let's see. Anything. Are those horns? Yep. The devil. Mr. White. She's the devil. Sorry, that was corny. Who am I now? Oh. Okay, so Henry's contemplating who he even is at this point. So he doesn't... I think he's starting to realize that he's not the real Henry. Dang, dude. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah. Imagine just like... Imagine Henry seeing this and he's just... Imagine Boring just seeing us walk in and start scribbling all over the ground. And like invisible marker. He just thinks we're crazy.
I'm not getting out of here that easy. Need to open the door, but the lever's missing. Boris probably has it.
Yep, and we already know he does.
Hey, buddy, using that lever handle around? Or are you holding it hostage until I make you something to eat? I thought so.
What does that say?
Let's see what we got.
Reminds me of home. Wait, what reminds you of home? Oh, just the houses and the greenery. Yeah, because there's no, like, forestation or, like, even neighborhoods in Bendy. I mean, there kind of is in that, like, big place at the end of Chapter 5 right after getting, like, chased by all those, that big creepy hand thing. But, there's really no homes here. It's kind of all just
That should be enough.
corridors of dripping ink, so really can make you homesick. Let's do that up. Probably when I upload this is gonna be a very very long upload because I'm playing every.
Here you go.
I'm gonna be playing this chapter and then chapter 4, and both of those are. I think this chapter is relatively long, so.
Let's see what's out there. Don't wander off.
Yeah, don't wander off. Come on, get a move on, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna just have this on at all times. Just see what's
Looks like it's really dark
shaking.
up ahead. Let's find some light.
Can't go in without the light. You coming, bro? Okay, technically I still can go through here, but I need to keep Boris
Don't be scared, Boris.
shaken.
Keep the light near you so you don't get lost.
Sorry, Boris. I need the secrets. I need the secrets of the machine. I need the secret of the mimic. You're fine, dude. You're fine.
Did you
I
hear
dealt
that?
with this sound several thousand
Yeah,
times.
me either.
Okay, there's nothing. It would be funny if there was like a message here that said like Among Us.
Another dead end. I don't see any other way through. You got any ideas, Boris?
Yeah, and then he mogs us, and then he just starts walking through there. Here you go. Happy travels. Alright, now he's gonna unlock the door for us. There should be a message in Heavenly Toys. I mean, it would only make sense. I'm surprised at the lack of messages, man. Also, I'm probably gonna be, I know that there's two paths to this game, so we're probably gonna miss a lot of messages.
Wow. I don't remember any of this.
Are there any messages? None here. Yeah, I think this chapter and chapter 5 are one of my most favorite chapters in this game. So nostalgic. Yeah.
Always on time.
Yeah, she starts humming.
Why is there always
Top of
something
the
blocking the
morning.
door? Gotta be a way through.
Top of the morning to you guys. In fact, it is technically morning as of recording this right now. Okay. But yeah, I just want to get all these Ink Machine videos out early so that I can play another game that I have in store. Not saying yet, but depending on when you watch this, you may already know. As Alice said in there. Yeah, I kind of wish they added more messages, because I mean, if you're gonna go back and play all of these things, I'd imagine it'd be, I don't know what I'm saying, or it'd be pretty hard to get out of it. Come on, there has to be a message. Yeah, I think this chapter is scarier, like the scariest chapter. Chapter 5 is the coolest one, and then all the other chapters are iconic in their own right, but yeah. Yikes.
I see you there. A new fly in my endless web. Come along now. Let's see if you're worthy to walk with angels.
Let's see. Anything. Anything at all new. I'm sure there's no new messages. Okay, the angel and demon. Last time we went with the angel, I am not sure the consequences of going with the demon, and I do not. There probably is messages down there, but I have not gone down the demon yet. So let's just go. His dream, my effort. So he's talking about, it was Joey's dream to be the successful one, but Henry put in all the effort.
There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature. That's how I got started. Just a pencil and a dream. We all want everything, without even having to lift a finger. They say you just have to believe. Believe can make you succeed. Believe can make you rich. Believe can make you powerful. Why, with enough belief, you can even cheat death itself. Now that is a beautiful and positively silly thought.
Yeah. So he's saying that he just did all the things, when in reality, it was Henry.
So interesting. So,
Oh, wait, that said something. What's that say?
I have to say,
No, dude, I
I'm
missed it.
instant fan.
The one time there was a message,
Looks
dude.
like you've got a date with an angel. Come to me now. Level 9. Just follow the screams.
There was something there. What was it? What did that say? I'll have to go back and see what that says, or maybe just like flip it around. What? The creator? Oh my gosh. What did it say? Dude, the one time I complained about there not being any messages, there's
There's
messages
a hole.
everywhere.
With
Well, that's
anything
that's
less than
something over there.
perfect
What does this say?
left behind. I
Gosh.
had to do it.
Susie.
She hate me.
That's Susie's tomb. Did they deserve this? Built without purpose. Here to serve us. I did not cook with that. I don't. Blah 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 blah.
Now we come to the question. Do I kill you? Do I tear you apart to my heart's delight? The choices of the beautiful are unbearable.
Yeah, I can see why he wrote that.
How's a girl to
Girl's just
choose?
yapping.
Take this little freak, for instance. He crawled in here, trailing his tainted ink to my door. It could have touched me. It could have pulled me back. Do you know what it's like living in the dark puddles?
No, I don't.
Buzzing, screaming well of voices. Bits of your mind swimming like fish in a bowl. The first time I was born from its inky womb, I was a wiggling, pussing, shapeless slug. The second time, well, it made me an angel. I will not let the demon touch me again. I'm so close now. So almost perfect. Yes, I will spare you. For now. Better yet, I'll even let you ascend and leave this place.
Yeah, we all know she's not doing
If you will do a few eensy, weensy little favors for me first. Return to the lift, my little errand boy. We have work to do.
Imagine something goes down. Dang. So just be there. Yeah, we'll be taking your advice. You have my
One
give me
down.
that.
Ah, that should be plenty. Return them to me. And try not to
Yep,
die.
ma'am.
on
I
the
will
way
be doing.
back.
What did it say? The drinks were on Joey? Oh my god, okay. I don't know. What does this say? The drinks were on Joey. So we got drunk? This closed off. Okay, dang. I was about to say, no way I died a search. Wait, what? Why am I doing this? You know what? That's what I'm asking, Henry. Why am I just doing an angel's bidding that I've never met before? Who's probably not even gonna let me escape. Give me that.
Quite the efficient little errand.
What does that say? We always fall. Yeah, you're right. We do.
Now that was fun. Oh, but I forgot to
Get
mention.
in.
He hates it when I do
Hands off the
that.
keyboard.
I would hide if I were you.
Yeah, we're hiding.
One eternity later.
Already. Hopefully he did. Oh crap. That's him. He's going the direction we need to go. That's just great. He's terrifying. Okay, so I ended up getting really impatient and tried to reload my last checkpoint, and it didn't work at all. It sent me right back to point zero. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go on to chapter 4. Yeah, let's just move on to chapter 4. Okay, we are in Colossal Wonders now, and yeah, sorry for loading out of chapter 3. Um, it just got I was so tired of of baiting out Ink Bendy. I tried to reload my exit, and it just, like, completely reset me, which I guess was kind of my fault. So, yeah. There's nothing. Oh, there's a heart over there. Heart on that box. Let's go ahead. There's a heart on that box over there. Nothing else. What the? I just broke the game. Okay. What's that? Exit. Is it? Exit? How did he get over there? Okay, okay, so many things just happened. She's toying with you. Okay. So many things just happened. I just fell off, I just fell off the thing. And now everything's broken. Um, I think I'm here, but I'm not, like, there. And, can I grab that? Can I not grab that? Dude, I broke the game. Oh my gosh. I did not mean to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, at this point, I'm just gonna call it night. That was mostly all of the messages in, Vending Machine chapters 1 and 2, some of 3, and then also some of 4 before I accidentally broke the game. Basically what you can take away from this video is that the Joey made an ink version of Henry after he left the company over his jealousy, and he made this ink version of Henry with the well, I think he also might have I don't know, he made this ink version of Henry, and then he started torturing it with these things, and he put it in a cycle to torture Henry for eternity. And this is why we see the tally marks in chapter 1, and then the I'm sorry buddy on all of the Boris stuff. It's because Henry's experienced this thousands of times before. So yeah, Henry's experienced this hundreds of thousands of times before, I'm guessing. And so he's writing down all this stuff just for entertainment, and then the other Henry can go back and just like see, because I'm guessing he forgets everything after he, beats it, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's the main takeaway from this video. I'm so sorry that I don't have the willpower to continue this, but and also sorry that I accidentally reset chapter 3. I did not do that on purpose so I could go to sleep easier. I just did that because I was tired of being Bendy, coaxing me and stuff like that. But that has been some of the secret messages embedded in the ink machine. Like I said, I will be linking a video with proper credit to another creator who might have found all of the other messages. So if you're interested in seeing the messages that I did not get, I'd go check that out and maybe subscribe to the guy who did that, because it must took a lot of patience and time and just love of the game to get all these things. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye bye.